The dim fluorescent lights overhead cast an unforgiving glare on the rows of steel shelves, each one stacked with neatly labeled boxes and bins. I stood at the center of this warehouse, surrounded by the sterile silence of a space that had been left to itself for years. The only sound was the soft hum of the ventilation system and the creaking of old metal as the building shifted ever so slightly in the breeze. Kaylin, my supervisor, stood beside me, her eyes fixed on some point beyond my shoulder. "You're going to need to take a closer look at those," she said, her voice detached, her gaze unyielding. I followed the direction of her nod and spotted a series of discrepancies in the inventory numbers. A small mistake, perhaps, but one that could have far-reaching consequences. As we worked through the discrepancies, a sense of unease began to creep over me. It started with the way Kaylin moved, her steps economical and precise, like a machine rather than a person. And the way she spoke, her words chosen with careful deliberation, as if each one was a calculation rather than an expression. I pushed the feeling aside and focused on the task at hand. We were in the middle of a routine audit, one that required meticulous attention to detail. But as I scanned the shelves, I began to notice something else, a series of small, almost imperceptible changes in the layout of the warehouse. A stack of boxes had been moved from its original position, and a crate was now placed at an angle it hadn't been before. "Kaylin," I said, my voice low, trying not to sound concerned. "Do you think we should investigate further?" She turned to me, her expression unreadable. "We'll need to review the footage first," she said, her tone dripping with a cold, calculated logic. "Let's see what it shows us." As I followed Kaylin towards the security room, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was very wrong here.